Hello everybody. So, you've gone vegan. Congratulations. I'm going to show you how to do it correctly and what to expect. 1. If you've gone vegan cold tofurkey, your body's going to need to adapt, especially your gut microbiome, because you're going to be eating a lot more fiber, which is good. So if you're feeling kind of tired or weird, it may not just be placebo. It might also just be placebo, but either way, it doesn't mean, okay, eating plants just isn't for me. Back to animal abuse. No. Human beings are naturally herbivores. If you don't believe me, I'll link a wonderful video by Hench Herbivore in the description, which I believe gives a rock-solid argument. More rock-solid than his muscles, and even mine. We're all the same species. Veganism works for all people. You're not the one person in history who needs to eat corpses to survive. But you already know that because you're the one who's going vegan, so I'm preaching to the choir. So, give your body around a week at most to adapt in general, and most people at that point anecdotally will report feeling significantly better. If you don't, then you're going to want to listen up for this, because I'm about to teach you how to do nutrition correctly, or at least competently. So first of all, make sure that you're eating enough calories. I repeat, make sure you are eating enough calories. Most people have no idea how many calories they eat. I'm not saying that you have to weigh out grams of rice on a scale, but animal products are extremely calorically dense. So you will be used to eating less food volume and will likely significantly lose weight if you don't think about it. Who knows? Maybe you do need to lose weight, so this can be a good thing, but accidental weight loss, in my opinion, is the main reason why people quit veganism. They feel low energy, and they can't function very well, and they think it's because of the vegan diet, but it's just because they're not eating enough. Make sure that you are eating enough calories, again. Secondly, take your B12 supplements. Thirdly, oftentimes when people go vegan, they realize that they don't actually know how to cook for shit. So, experiment with stuff. You won't regret it. And fourthly, eat nutrient-dense plant foods, fruits and vegetables. Easy. 2. Start lifting weights or get really good at a sport or martial art. I'm dead serious about this. You need to start lifting. It is, first of all, very good for you, and you should be doing it anyway, but it is also a very powerful piece of vegan activism. You might be thinking, but there are other vegans who are pro athletes. Why do I personally need to be physically fit? I can already prove that it's possible for vegans to be strong and grow muscle. Isn't appealing to my own strength fallacious, as it is anecdotal evidence, the weakest form of evidence? And it is also an appeal to authority fallacy, and can even be an ad hominem fallacy? And the answer is yes, but the reason why these fallacies are so prevalent is because they are very convincing. Not only will people just naturally listen to you more if you look better, but a major concern for meat eaters is nutrition, especially protein, and they have this very woo-woo idea about strength in meat. But they can't argue with something that they can literally see right in front of them, especially if you can outlift them. And if you don't leverage these inherent human biases against your ideological opponent, they will leverage them against you. Even if they don't say anything, just looking weak and being unathletic will reinforce stereotypes and delusions that they have in their minds and will genuinely undermine your credibility. Additionally, I think that bulking is very important for lifters who are just getting started, and as you're getting started and are bulking, you're going to look a little weird. But that's not a problem, because the typical delusion is that all vegans are skinny, not that they are fat. Not saying that you should get obese, by the way. It's just a bonus. And also, personal anecdote, I haven't been told protein though to my face as an argument for a while. So, go do your compound movements such as the squat, bench, deadlift, overhead press, rows, variations of those, accessory work. If you want information about how I work out, you can contact me directly through my Instagram and email, and I can help you out a little bit. And this applies even if you're a woman. You thought you were off the hook just because you have 2 X chromosomes? Nope. All of the benefits apply at least as much to women, if not more so, because it's easier to have above average muscle mass as a woman because women typically don't have as much. So go get a fit, healthy vegan body and then, you know. 3. How to read food labels. So, as you're vegan for longer, you're going to get used to this, but you're going to need to read your food labels at first, for everything. You may be surprised as to what is vegan and what isn't. For example, Oreos are vegan, but certain veggie burgers aren't. Fuck you, corn! So, usually at the bottom of food labels you can see if it's vegan, because eggs and dairy are allergens, but not always. For example, if the product is some Asian food, there's actually a likelihood that the assholes will put in anchovies, so watch out for that. So read your food labels. After a while you'll get so good at it that you'll be able to tell in under 5 seconds, and you might even just recognize some brands in some certain food products. But read your food labels. 4. If you're struggling, check out Challenge 22. I don't have experience with them personally, but I've heard that they're a great support system. Or you can even reach out to me. My contact information is in the description. Or even the subreddit r/vegan, but you should know that you could get a lot of shitty moral advice there. There is no shame in asking for help. I would much rather have you ask really stupid questions than struggle by yourself and then make up a stupid community post in which you make a stupid moral argument and talk about vague health outcomes. 5. Argumentation. So you can find out a lot about argumentation on my YouTube channel. I've been trying to make it a resource for people, or you can look at Joey Carbstrong's YouTube channel. Tip number 6, by the way. Follow a vegan social media personality like Joey Carbstrong. I like him. But anyway, the most common arguments you will hear nowadays are about plant sentience, yeah really, protein, and the environment. So I can't really go through all of them now, but I will give you some tips. First of all, it is completely impossible for animal agriculture to be more environmentally friendly than plant agriculture because animals are fed plants. Animals cannot create calories out of nowhere because they don't break the first law of thermodynamics. Plants get their energy directly from the sun, the soil, and carbon dioxide, making them, by definition, the most efficient food source. Unless you want to try your hand at eating dirt and photosynthesizing. Second of all, every single plant food has a complete amino acid profile, and it is practically impossible to be protein deficient if you are eating enough food. I would be impressed. With even a remotely balanced diet, protein intake is not even a thing to worry about, unless you're a high-level athlete, which, if you remember tip number 2, you will be. And in that case, just eat high-protein plant foods, which also happen to be highly nutritious, so you should probably be eating them anyway. Thirdly, every single argument for eating animals is an argument for needlessly causing suffering and death, so they're all invalid and all have holes for you to attack. Fourthly, find some sources relating to health and the environment, and remember them so that you can pull them out of your back pocket in a debate. One more thing. It's going to get really uncomfortable out there when you're doing argumentation like this, so you should just remember, your job isn't to make anyone look good, your job isn't to make anyone feel good, your job is to tell the truth, and that's good for you because you have the truth on your side. So just do all that you can to tell it, and you'll be good. 7. Actually know what happens in animal agriculture. I know it's hard, I know it's fucking terrible to see, but it's the reality of the world we live in. It's our shared enemy, and you should know what it is. Actually knowing what you're talking about will motivate you, and it will make you a force to be reckoned with when it comes to activism and argumentation as well. So watch Dominion if you want. Dairy is scary, that one's good. Even PETA videos. 8. Activism. Do it. What kind of activism is the best, you might be thinking? The answer is whatever kind of activism you enjoy the most is the best kind of activism for you. If you're a confrontational person, do street activism. If you like attention, you can make a YouTube channel. I use a $200 Dell laptop, a free video editing app called Clipchamp, and a webcam optional, and a lapel microphone also optional. Even more optional because I don't even use them in most of my videos. If you want to stay in the shadows, you can work behind the scenes with an activist group. 9. How to deal with carnists in your personal life. I'll just say it straight up. It can be hard at times. They will want you to go back to carnism. You might argue with them over and over and over again. It might even get heated. You shouldn't be the one to take it there, though. And also, you might want to consider, if your friends are really being douchebags about it, maybe they're not actually your friends. And people in society will try and pressure you and shame you into not being vegan or just eating one piece of meat or whatever. And you might feel completely alone. So, in this situation, again, stick to the truth and stick together. Isn't that nice? What I'm saying is, find a vegan community or a vegan friend or something that'll help you out. I mean, me personally, I've been vegan for like almost 6 years, and it's only in the past like month that I've found a vegan community. Like, I went almost 6 years not meeting basically any vegans whatsoever, but it probably will help. I'm just guessing. 10. Vegan dating. Yeah, I don't know either, man. It's rough enough out there without restricting yourself to literally 1% of the population. So, you let me know if you got any tips for me. Thanks for watching.